well, welcome to week 29, 2025, which is a bank coupon week. This beautiful Sunday afternoon, the 12th day of January 2025. We have lined up for this particular video clip now two solid banker draws from our Niger record, and you agree with me when you see these particular bankers that they are top notch, they are good to go as it's were. And also we'll be bringing our security extra tip based on the fact that this is our first video for the week. This is actually how we do it. Then we'll move on to also see the papers, which for this particular video clip now we have for talking about the Post Telegraph, the special advance fixture, the right on football fixture, and the Temple of Draw paper. So we'll be starting off without much ado with the Post Telegraph, and this I'm looking right here in front of us is for week 29, 2025, and this is the page 2 of the Telegraph. And they're talking about the Telegraph, not the page 2. We're talking about the commentary game section. This whole section is the commentary game section, and you can see where some of the games that are being highlighted. Commentary game 4, as well as commentary games 5 is being highlighted. The reason why it was highlighted, they have similar ratings. They've been rated X1. One is supposed to be X1, while the other one is supposed to be an X2. While the commentary game 6, which is the bottom one right here, we have the same rating as well in that spot, and that's the CBK rating for both teams. One is supposed to be SBK and the other one to be the CBK. So all of this will be touching on possibly in a subsequent video to make us know how we feel about these kind of ratings. If you remember very well, the first video we made for last week, we highlighted something about much changes being done on that particular paper, and if you remember on page 2 we highlighted number 25, which was supposed to be taken to the down position, but it was raised up, and at the end of the day, number 25 pulled through as a draw. So these are how some of these papers they act to make us know the areas to work on to get our draws. With that, I say welcome to today's episode, where we have, like I did say before, two banker draw from our Niger record, and as well we have the secret extra tip that will be coming from our Temple of Draw paper. But before I go any further, let me make us know because most of the matches are now being concluded for week 28, and if you're the type that wants to stick on Sunday matches, I will advise you do use what's it called now, this particular one, game number 1, which is between Arsenal and Man United. That is not a bad one if you ask me. There's a sequence which I have, and on when it occurs twice, then on the third appearance, it's supposed to deliver a draw. So I'm looking at Arsenal versus Man United as a very good and possible draw. And also, there was a video made for the second video made for with 28, where we highlighted 19 pairing 20. Now 20 have failed, so we're looking at 19 as a possible draw for today. So those are the tips I can actually give about those matches. And as at the time coming on set now, we have 2 matches going on, and both of them are looking like draws already. We have 112 minutes played of number 10, and we still have 1-1 scoreline. That's the last I saw about that particular match. While 91 minutes for number 26 with very high odd of draw. I think about 17 odds. That match is still 0-0 as at time of press. So I don't know how to turn out, but the one that I'm talking about now is number 1, and as well number 19, that you can also stick on for this particular Sunday. Quickly flip through the front page of our Post Telegraph before we move ahead to looking at other papers on this particular forum. We have the 14 homes column, where you see some repetition which takes place in that area, like the game 6 now being repeated to the bottom 14 homes, while game 9 is also being repeated to, okay, sorry, it's not game 9, it's game 6 being repeated to the bottom 14 or the 14 homes. Then on the left hand side now we have the revised trouble chance column, where game 1 is being repeated to game 12, and game 14 is being repeated to 18. So those are some of the repetition which takes place on this particular paper. Then you remember the very powerful column, the traditional X column. That area seems to be looking like it's going to produce draws for this week. So I think that's the much we can take from our Post Telegraph. Let's quickly now see our secret extra tip, which is talking about numbers 21, 38, 40, and 43 from our Temple of Draw paper. looking at the page 2 of our Temple of Dread paper, our area of focus is the Stakers Bomb Beware column. We'll have 4 games for this week, and those games, most of them are super home, like the number 40 is a super home, so that's how these numbers found themselves in that particular column. In case you have your nap in this area, then you should be careful. For permutation, it's also been affected by these numbers. I think you should have a rethink before sticking on them. So that's the much you can take about that particular paper now to advise us on how to go about them. And don't forget, for this week 29 now, we did advertise or advise us to get prepared for it for our last video we made for last week 28, because we have 2 very formidable games. One, like I did say, is a 4/4, and the other one is a straight winning line. This is how the games came to be. We are not about trying to, tell you it's a nap and permutation. No. One is a straight winning line. That's how it came to be. And the other one is a straight 4/4. That's how it's been playing, and that's how we expect it to be for this week. So, for those who are interested, which some persons have already reached out, some have made their payments already. If you're interested, reach out to us. At the end of the video, you get our phone number there just in case you don't have it. If you have, then reach out to us. Then we can strike a deal and you benefit from it. Irrespective of what how the weather is going to be looking over there. I think the weather will ease up maybe beginning from Monday as it will, or Tuesday or thereabout. So we don't expect weather to actually affect most of the games like it did for week 28. So we're happy the sequence did not set for 28 where weather affected a lot of them. We're expecting good weather, and I think that will that will be already it's been in our favor for the games to pull through. So for those who are interested, of which some people have already subscribed to it, you can subscribe for one, you can subscribe for both. So that's how we are going to be doing it for this week. But the games are top notch and they are good to go. We've used them before. The permutation, we've used it in this particular season. It came delivered. The other one was for last season, delivered. So this time around, if you want to make money, then come on board. Now let's see our next paper. Then we'll take the sequence which you have, and that's talking about number 30 and number 33. These are 2 outstanding bankers from our Niger record. On number 30, we have Rotherham versus Charlton. That is from our English League 1. Rotherham versus Charlton is on number 30. While 33 from our English League 2 is AFC Wimbledon hosting Tremere. AFC Wimbledon versus Tremere is on number 33 from our English League 2. So those are 2 numbers which we are going to be displaying here as 2 draws. And if you are good enough, you should take on these games come Monday so that you'll be able to smile at the weekend. Now we're taking a look at our first sequence for the day, and that's talking about numbers 30 as a possible banker draw for the week. And the proof to this is coming from our Niger record, with the first reference week that we're looking at being week 11, 2023. What sequence are we talking about? If you look at your fixture for that week, look on game number 36. You have Forest Green versus Doncaster. Whenever you have Doncaster at number 36 away, therefore you check for Charlton. Team Charlton for this week now is on number 28 away. Whenever you find Charlton at 28 away, therefore that becomes your first draw for the week. Doncaster at number 36 away. Team Charlton to be at away to give you a draw. For this week 11 now we have Team Charlton at number 28 away, and that delivered the draw for us right there. So this is Charlton at number 28 away. So the next reference we have to look now is week 21, 2023. So for this week now we have Doncaster at number 36 away, and we can find Charlton at number 21 away. It was also marked as a draw. Played a 1-1 score draw for week 21, 2023. So I'm just trying to see what was the scoreline. The scoreline was also 1-1 for week 11. So we may take note of that particular scoreline now. The next reference we have to look at is week 33, 2024. And all through now, it seems the sequence have been occurring on odd weeks. That is another thing that is giving me joy, because the first week 11 is a red coupon week, an odd week. Week 21, brown. Week 33 now is brown. So for week 33, 2024 now we have Doncaster at number 36 away. And if you look at game number 19, we have Charlton at away. That ended up in a 3-3 score draw. So which means it's likely to give a score draw. This time around it was a 3-3. Hopefully maybe to give 1-1 for this particular week. So the next time this sequence did occur now, let's see this week, 29, 2025. So looking at the fixture for the week now, we have on number 36 away Doncaster. If you look at number 30 away, you have Team Charlton. That is expected to give us a draw for the week. So that's how we come to the conclusion that we're looking at number 30 now to give us a draw, which is Rotherham versus Charlton from our English League One. That's a very fine match. With that now, we head straight to looking at our special advance fixture for the week, where the date of play for these matches for week 29 now is the 18th and 19th of January 2025. On the left-hand side of this fixture, we have the 1 to 49 matches of the coupon, where from numbers 43 to 49 is the Scottish Cup. So from numbers 32 to 42, that's our English League 2. While numbers 21 to number 31 is our English League 1. And from number 10 to 20, that's our English Championship Division. And the Premiership is back for this week now. We'll have number 1 to 9 as the Premiership Division. Arsenal versus Aston Villa is on number 1, while West Ham versus Crystal Palace is on number 9 on top of the bar. So those are the fixture for this week 29 now, 2025. On the right hand side, we have such columns as the easy column, the high score quiz column, the extra trial column, the shortlist column, the lotto sequence, and the treble jinx. So those are the columns on the right hand side, and these are the columns we usually use to do our forecast. So if you look at the columns very well now, number 11 is on game 2 of our easy column. That's another very fantastic sequence when you have number 11 at that spot, or even a family of 1 at that game 2 of your easy column. Is a very strong sequence that we'll maybe looking at in our subsequent video. We have some repetition which takes place on this paper now, where we have the game 2 of our expert trial be repeated to the box 3 of our high score quiz, and that's talking about number 15. While the game 3 of our expert trial, which is number 14, is being repeated to the game 2 of our high score quiz. That particular sequence, I think there's a sequence about that one. We'll maybe looking at it in our subsequent video. So this is much you can actually take from our special advance fixture. I don't want this video to be lengthy. I want it to come out on time so that those who want to or would like to stick on numbers 1 and possibly number 19 as single them. That's my advice. If you want to combine both, fine, but single them first before you combine them. I think those two games, they are looking likely to give us a draw for this week 28. So I want to chip that one in for those who are willing. It's a collective effort. It's a gathering of the willing, if I may use that word. I've already done my stake on those games, but if you want to, you can join in. If not, you can leave it and just wait on for week 29. This week 29 is going to be a bumper harvest, like I've been saying, and I keep saying it for those who want to make good money. This is the time. It's not every time that games set like this, but this one is good to go. So that's why I'm making us know on time. Now let's head to the next paper, which I think the concluding paper for this particular video recording, and that is the right on football fixture. So let's process this paper from the back to the front. Looking at the back page now, we have the overseas pools compiled draw statistics column, and that area now we have letter A to P. Below the letters we have trials, where we have 3 numbers in those space. We have the key column now as number 23. This key column is a very tight spot, and also we have the the compilers expert final pair as number 7 and 8. And this region is the late news for week 28. As you can see, it's been a desolate area, no draw to be marked just yet, because most of these matches now, they were postponed, most of them involved in the late news. So that's what actually affected most of the games for week 28. It's not as if I'm making up excuses, it happens, but I think that affected most of the games. If they had gone to the pitch, some of them would have survived, but most of them did not, based on panel analysis. If you've been able to watch the video from the beginning to this time, I want to please ask you to click on the like button. That helps to push the video out there for others to also see. And also you can help us by sharing the video to other platforms so that more persons can get to see the free things which we are doing here on the platform that they can benefit from. You can also subscribe to the platform just in case you're not subscribed yet or you've seen our video for the very first time, so that we can actually grow the platform to an enviable amount of persons. And also let your comments in the comment section to make us know how you feel about our presentation and why we give our 5 options for this particular first video now that you can choose to make us collate and make a third video, which we call the extra corner video, where we give the 5 options as option number 1. If you want us to make the nap, the one banker draw video. Option number 2 is the pair video. Option number 3 if you want us to make the nap video. While the fourth option is if you want us to make the winning line video. And the fifth option, if you want us to make the 5 dead game video, you can choose one among these 5. Make us know via the comment section, then we'll collect it. Put your suggestions together. We'll now make a particular video based on popular demand. I will call that particular video the extra corner video. That is the third and most likely the concluding video for the week. You can also join us and become our channel member here on YouTube to get exclusive videos from us, like those in the tier 3. I keep saying it, those in the tier 3 for last week. We gave them a very powerful nap. Guess what? I don't know how Korea is doing things these days. That nap is an FA Cup sequence. I'm supposed to play for 4 FA Cups. But this being the 3rd FA Cup now, I don't know what happened. They decided to take one out of the games. And it ended up to be 2/3. But if number 20 pulls through now, that's probably therefore the temptation will be. So if number 19 pulls through, the temptation will end up being 3/5. So that's what transpired in the 3rd tier of our channel member here on YouTube. So you can join us. We're talking about to benefit all of these exclusive videos which will be rolling out for everyone in that particular forum. Also, you can subscribe to any of our paid platform on WhatsApp, where we'll give out exclusive and wonderful things and games that you have not seen us do live on video. But sometimes we do bring them, like I did bring some of the sequence for Blue now, which we will be giving out to our 100% 100 working sequence forum. I brought them the last Blue, and you can see what happened. Those games delivered. There were 2 or 3 pairs. They all delivered. So we'll still be bringing those games back in the next Blue. So stay tuned to this platform. We'll be able to benefit a whole lot more from the things which you do behind the scene and right here in front of the camera. So now let's see our write-up football fixture for this week 29 now. Where the front page, we have the super pair as 32 and 38. And if you look carefully now, that number 38, which is the right-hand side of the super pair, it's been repeated to the game 5 of our compiler X verdict column. So that in itself is a forecast that we'll maybe looking into. The fortune box now, which is number 9, it's been repeated to the 3rd game of our compiler's final 4. That is another exclusive repetition which takes place in that particular place. And the game 15 of our 3 best draws, which is the first game there, it's been repeated to the game 3 of our compiler X verdict column. So these are fascinating and wonderful repetitions which we'll maybe looking at in our subsequent video. Not to forget that of number 16 from our middle game of our group A to the mid section of our 3 best draws. So if you've been following this particular forum now, you know how we usually do it. We'll look into this and bring some powerful sequence that will actually help us out at the end of the day. Now let's head straight to looking at the remaining sequence for today's presentation, which is that of number 33, and that is coming from our English League 2. The match is from our English League 2. I'll be putting it from our Niger record as well. It's a 2-step sequence that when you see it, you agree that yes, this is good to go, and we are going to explode this particular week. So now let's head straight to seeing that sequence. The first reference week we are going to be visiting on this sequence now is week 19, 2023. And what sequence are we talking about? If you look at number 31 for this week 19, 2023 now, we have AFC Wimbledon at number 31 home. Whenever you find AFC Wimbledon at number 31 and did not give a draw, the following week, wherever they put it, you go mark it as a draw. So hence it didn't draw for week 19 now. Come week 20, 2023, we are looking for AFC Wimbledon, wherever it is, on our way to mark for our draw. So for week 20 now, 2023, we have AFC Wimbledon at number 26 away. Even the panel had no choice but to give it a draw for that week. So this is how the sequence plays out. The next time this happened, let's see week 23 now, 2023. So for that week 23 now, if you look at number 31, we have AFC Wimbledon versus Sweden, and there was no draw to be marked there. Therefore, the following week 24, wherever AFC Wimbledon is found, they will be marking it as a straight draw. Here we go for that week. On number 39, we have Salford City versus AFC Wimbledon. That ended up in a scoreless draw right there. The next time we did experience something like this again now, let's see with 32, 2024. On number 31 now, we have AFC Wimbledon versus Barrow. That was a 2-0 win to the home team. Hence, there was no draw there. Then the following week, 33, 2024, Whenever we find AFC Wimbledon, we'll be striking it as our straight draw. Please don't forget to click on the like button. We really do appreciate those who are doing it, and those who are helping to share our videos. We want to say thank you very much. If you've not joined it, you can also join them. That we can actually grow this forum to an enviable number of persons. Get subscribed to the platform just in case you're not subscribed yet or you've seen our video for the very first time. Subscription is free, so just click on the button below the video you're watching and you get subscribed to the platform. And if you click on that bell, you get notified immediately we post a brand new video. You'll be among the first to see our video. And when you watch our video, you should be able to win your stake week in, week out, like you did see us do now. We've already concluded for week 28. We're still giving out games for week 28 because the games, all of them have not been played. And now we're talking about week 29. For those who want to benefit from this particular forum, this is the time for you to do it. For those who really need money and want to settle your bills, a lot of bills have piled up. We all know school fees, rent, and so many other things. This is the time for you to actually do it. I don't come here every time to announce things like this. 4/4 is not easy to get every other time, but this is the time to do it. If you've not won 4/4 before, this is actually your time. And we have a winning line as well. Like I did say, that one is a straight winning line. And when you get it, you can stake whatever you want on it. No problem. Both of these games are top notch. You can acquire both or you can get one. Whichever way you deem it fit, just try and help yourself out this period so you don't go begging. Come maybe mid-season, start asking people for funds. This is not the time to do that. This is actually the time to accrue wealth. So now let's see the next week now, 33, 2024. So looking at the fixture for week 33 now, 2024, we have on game number 31, AFC Wimbledon versus Morecambe. That was a 1-1 score draw right there. So this is actually how the sequence plays out. These are wonderful sequences that you can actually depend on. They are dependable and reliable at the same time. We have shown you number 30 and now we're proving number 33. But we also did advise you on numbers 21, 38 and 40, also including number 43 for this week. But here we are giving you two solid draws. And if you want to take a step further, like I did advise, we have games for you this week that you can acquire and become the multimillionaire which you crave for. This is the time to actually do it. So now let's see the next time this sequence did come on board. That was talking about week 28 now, 2025. So looking at the fixture for last week now, we have AFC Wimbledon versus Cheltenham on number 31, which the panel decided to say is no draw, no problem. If it doesn't draw, that means it's our smile. It's our time to turn to smile. Pardon me. So therefore, we'll be tracing and chasing AFC Wimbledon wherever it is for this week, 29 now, to pen it down as a straight draw. So looking at the fixture for this week now, we have on game number 33, AFC Wimbledon versus Tremere. That was where we were able to track it down. Therefore, we have no choice but to pen it down as a straight draw based on this particular sequence, like you have seen us display from the beginning of this video till this time. This is actually the size of the package. You cannot win all the time. And also remember, you cannot fail all the time. This is your time to win. That's the phone number right there, 070-820-82291. 070-820-82291. You can reach us on WhatsApp and let's see how it goes for the week to enrich yourself and benefit yourself. So we've discussed a whole lot on this particular clip now. Also, thank you very much. We expect you to click on the like button. We expect you to by now also have subscribed to the platform. Help to share this video so more person can get to benefit from the features which you do here. I also expect to see your comments and read it up in the comment section. Thank you very much. I will see you in our next video.